name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.
Race 5 on the card is an MR82 handicap over 1,400 metres. Only 9 runners carded. No changes as far as scratchings are concerned at the time of recording. But number 2, Mr. Henley, interesting. The cheek pieces have come off, and he's been racing consistently well with the cheek pieces on thus far. So not quite sure what's behind the thinking of removing the cheek pieces from number 2, Mr. Henley. But before we get to that, we have a rerun of Plaza Record. Again, it's that Shampompo Shampisi form line that we referred to in the previous race. Plaza Accord ran 5th under 2 lengths behind Shampompo Shampisi, and then we'll hear again from Alec Laird and Peter Muscat.
Through the gap with Officer in Command, Andy Kugel, William Rufus, Shampompo Shampisi, and Spelling Bee all the while. Command Pilot's trying to get into it late on. Officer in Command, William Rufus down the inside, running on from behind us. Officer in Command, Shampompo Shampisi's got them though, and Shampompo Shampisi beats Spelling Bee. Officer in Command, and then we look at Command Pilot.
Yeah, Copper John, same thing last time. He was badly drawn and the track was a bit quick. So he didn't run a bad race. This morning we're going to see, Muzi got off. He said he didn't quite have the pace last time, so he suggested blinkers, but he tends to over race a bit, so we're going to try him this morning with cheek pieces, and I think we're going to declare cheek pieces. It's not in the card at this stage, but He's overdue a win. That horse. He's been running good races. This might be his day.
Plaza Record has had a lot of luck with his draws. Unfortunately, that luck is all bad. He once again jumps from an outside gate. Being a smaller field, he shouldn't get too far out of his ground in the run. He did run on resolutely at his last start at his first try at 1,400 metres. If not as far out of his ground turning in on Sunday, he can give them a shake-up.
It's interesting, doesn't get too far out of his ground, Plaza Record, as Peter Muscat was saying there. He's had nothing but bad luck as far as draws are concerned. But I'm always intrigued by tactics and strategies, because this horse is a one-time winner from 10 starts, Plaza Record. He promised much, as kind of under-delivered. And the day he won was at Hollywoodbets Durbanville. I was on course, and he went start to finish. And they've never, ever tried those tactics again. And it kind of befuddles my brain sometimes.
Sure. When I look at the comment section, whatever form guide you're using, I'm using the computer form. I don't see anything untowards with the way he's been jumping. I'll see one time, or a few times, restless in those starting stalls, but it's nothing major for him, as Graham mentions, to not bounce him out, number 9 Plaza Accord. But you heard it from Peter there, he hasn't got the best of draws, and again, it's going to be a case of maybe coming from off the speed, and he's not going to have too many runners like the figures he's had in his last 2 starts, 15 and 11 runners as an opposition. It's this 8 runners today that he will have to pass by if he's sitting last. But Graham could be onto something. Yep, you'll never know. After this, they may go back to the archives and say, well, let's do it again, start to finish when he won his maiden. Well, let's see what happens on the day. Graham, I was encouraged by Alec Laird's comments with Copper John, because I did not have this as part of my play, because whilst it's a very tricky race, I've made my play around horses 1, 7, and 9, and then also number 8, who is an absolute star over this distance, called All the Time. 3 of the 7 wins have been over 1,400 metres. But just quick comments, Graham. Voldemort, good last start behind All the Time. There is a form line between Alison Wright's runner and, of course, Yogus Governor's runner. Copper John, I'm encouraged by those comments. That'll have a look. Imposing finally won again, and that 3rd win of a low mark of 78 after being at the highs of 100 plus. And then Plaza Accord. So 1, 2, 3, I'm in trouble here, Graham. I'm in big trouble because now I'm talking about 5 runners. So you know what that means for me.
5 out of 9 means the field. And it looks that kind of race, Dees. It's a very, very trappy race. The early favourite is number 2, Mr. Henley. The cheek pieces come off. The cheek pieces, by the way,
Distance with Mr. Henley?
Do go on number 3, Copper John, just do. Not sure. I think he's got a nice draw. It depends on how the race pans out. Voldemort is going to get the run of the race from the inside. I think I've gone 7, 8 and 9 in the bipod again, sort of copy and paste from the previous race. Imposing, we were waiting for a long time, but fortunately we got on last time and he delivered from the widest draw of all. So he did me a very good turn last time. I'm not going to run away from him this time. It's not going to be easy to go back to back all the time, as you mentioned. He's ideally distance suited, but he's 2 runs at Hollywoodbets Scottsville over the trip have drawn a blank. Plaza Cord has got the right sort of form, Mr. Henley Voldemort. I'm not really sure about Copper John Parmenian. He'll be there and thereabouts. So it's one of those races. It's an MR82 handicap where I don't believe you can draw a line through any one of the 9 runners.
Well, all you've got is that dart in your hand for Jackpot 2, and I think Jackpot 2 is worth having a go. If you just have a look at the fields, the way they've priced them up in the fixed odds betting market, there is no standout. Races 5, 6, 7 and 8, and regardless of the results, you are going to get a proper dividend come race number 8.
My name is Beston. I live in Cape Town. Also, I do delivery. Interbet helped me to realize my dreams. Now I have my own delivery vehicle and I'm able to do the removal in and around Cape Town.